Floridians know the cost of hurricane destruction. Last season, we got lucky. But luck doesn't protect your home. Fortunately, Storm Smart has dependable custom hurricane protection products. Hurricane screens, accordion shutters, aluminum roll-down shutters, flood mitigation systems. Because protected beats lucky every time. Be safe, be smart, be Storm Smart.
Streaming from the Tampa Bay 28 Weather Center in Studio A, this is Dennis Phillips Live. Brought to you by Storm Smart. Protect every opening of your home.
How you doing, everybody? It is a Tuesday night edition of Dennis Phillips Live. Thank you very much for Jason Adams yesterday for filling in. It was my daughter's birthday weekend. If it were her choice, it might be her birthday month. But her actual birthday is today, and as a birthday present, so y'all probably, if you aren't followers of my Facebook page, we'll get into the story coming up in a few minutes, but there was a stray cat in our neighborhood. There's actually several of them, and this one cat had kittens. And as far as we know, there were only 2 kittens, but somehow those kittens ended up on my next door neighbor's roof. They were walking their dog, and it was early in the morning, and they were hearing like a little meow. And they're, what the heck is going on? And they're looking around, and up on their roof, under the solar panels, there were 2 kittens. Now, one of them, they thought hadn't made it. Hardly moved at all, would not even move. The other one was a little bit more spry. So they took them down off their roof and put it down. And the mama kitty came right over and took the one kitty back with her. The second kitty, which didn't look like she was going to make it, was alive, barely, brought it down off the roof, put it back down, and the mom would not take it. So we immediately called the folks at, it's Needy Kitty. Okay, and we're gonna meet Sandra coming up in a couple minutes, but called them, and because I had posted that we had a stray cat that was running around and had kittens, and anyway, at the end of the day, took it to an emergency vet, and she's okay, and that would be Stormy, and Stormy is here in studio tonight. And she is so flippin' cute. It's absolutely adorable. Well, the other kitty who Mama took away also eventually was not doing well because Mama could not take care of the other kitty, and that would be Bolt. And Bolt is here as well. So we're going to talk to Sandra about Bolt, about Stormy. My daughter, Ryan, has apparently rented out a helicopter to get here in time. The show ends at 58, and she's like, there's no way I'm not going to see this cat on my birthday. So she's frantically, her and her mom are frantically trying to get here in time for DPL to see Stormy. But even if she doesn't make it for TV, we're going to stay on streaming answering your questions. So, and we're going to talk a lot about it because it's an interesting conversation, especially with what's going on in Polk County right now. Our Chad Mills is doing a story tonight at 11 o'clock on what's going on and the differences how they're handling feral cats and strays and whatnot in different areas. And you all probably heard about the one rabid cat that attacked numerous people in Polk County a couple days ago. I wasn't here for the story, but I heard about it today. And it's a thing. And that's Chad's story tonight at 11 o'clock. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to answer your questions as well about how to help, because Sandra has some very strong thoughts on ways to help. And in her case, it isn't just about, saying it. She walks the walk, she talks the talk, and she's doing a lot to try to help neighborhoods and to help the cat population. It's funny, because I was thinking about this today. For any of y'all old like me who used to watch The Price is Right with Bob Barker, and I always remember he used to always say, help control have your cat spayed or your pet spayed and neutered. Help control the pet population. Have your cats or dogs spayed or neutered. And I remember that. I mean, this has been a thing for a long, long time. And I also know that there are areas in our community, and they're called community cats, because these are cats that are around the neighborhoods and people feed them. But there's a responsibility sometimes that goes along with that, especially if the cat has not been neutered or spayed yet. So those are some conversations we're going to have. But most of all, we're just going to talk about how cute that Stormy is, and how my daughter is going to probably just not allow Sandra to take her back when she gets here, because, it is a thing. All right, quickly, let's get into some weather. All right, we're gonna do some weather, and we got a couple of things to talk about. Obviously, we have a potential tropical cyclone 1 out there in the western Gulf. Unfortunately, not going to bring us any rain. There are some showers out in coastal Pasco County, northern Pinellas, Hernando, and Citrus County. But as is always the case when you have an onshore flow, the heaviest weather, the heaviest rain is central and east. So right now, right along US 19 from Hudson all the way down to Holiday, Tarpon Springs, there are some scattered showers out there. Temperatures mid to upper 80s. Man, the humidity is just crazy, right? I mean, it feels like you got smacked upside the head with a wet washcloth when you walk out in the morning. It's in the low 80s. The dew points are ridiculously high. We are here. Summer has arrived. Now, that doesn't mean the afternoon highs are all that high, even though today they did hit 95 Brooksville, 94 Zephyr Hills, 92 in Tampa. But great shot there, a very tropical picture. Look at your dew point of 75. Tampa right now at 86 with a feels like of 95 degrees. So the high today in Tampa was only 1 degree above average at 92. The average is 91. But look at the morning lows. You get an onshore flow, you really feel it in the morning. The morning lows only drop into the lower 80s. Helen in Riverview, how you doing? Nice checking in. Dunedin is in the house as well. If you're watching on the spot, we love you. Thank you so much for your support. But you can also stream at the same time or go on my Facebook page and you can ask questions. And I think it's interesting because the conversation today, I'm really interested in hearing your thoughts. What do we do about these stray cats? I mean, what is the best way to handle this situation? And again, this is a big news story going on in Polk County right now. So there's a look at your rainfall tonight. A few scattered showers. Tomorrow morning, partly cloudy, dry with the exception of a few morning coastal showers. But again, the bulk of the action will be inland. But Thursday, we get a little more moisture coming in. That's going to bump up coastal rain chances in the morning. And I will tell you, and this is something you hear me talk about often, without fail, in June and July, you get an onshore flow like this, you are going to see water spouts in the morning hours. So I think it is very likely we're going to get some pictures of water spouts on Friday and Saturday as the moisture increases, the amount of rain increases, and with this kind of a setup, the amount of water spouts increase. And every now and again, one might move onshore as a brief tornado. So that's something we're going to keep our eyes on as well, right on through the rest of the work week into the weekend. But notice, rain chances remain rather high inland and not as much along the coast. But I do think Thursday through the weekend, even along the coastal areas, you're looking at a little bit of a dip in temperature there. You see that? That's because we're looking for a few more clouds and the chance of a few more showers early on. And Barb says Lake Alfred finally got some rain today. Jane, how you doing? Nice to see you. So there's a look at temperatures, middle 90s tomorrow into the early part of next week. Dew points will remain high. It's just stinking hot. I mean, I don't think there's really another way to say it. Notice the rain coverage. Look at Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Where are the darkest greens? Where are the yellows? Inland and east. This pattern does not change through the middle of next week. For so many months, we've been talking about June is a time where if we're lucky, we get a drought-busting rain. Well, you know what? We're not lucky, but the west coast of the west side of the Gulf is. But honestly, I'm not so sure it's going to be lucky because they're going to get some serious flooding in the Texas Gulf Coast, Louisiana, Mississippi, and into Alabama as well. So there it is, PTC One. People are like, what the heck is PTC? It's a real easy explanation. Hurricane Center cannot, in the past, could not issue tracks until there was actually a depression or a storm out there. Well, they changed their mind on that a few years ago. It was brilliant. So what they do now is in an area that is if a storm would impact a particular area with people, right, they will issue a PTC, potential tropical cyclone. And what that means is they think a storm will form, but one hasn't formed yet. But they think it will. And what that allows them to do is create a track. So even before a storm forms, you're going to know what the official track is going to be for that storm. It can be life-saving, especially if it's a big system. This is not a big system, but this is one that's going to dump a ton of rain along that track. That's what PTC means, potential tropical cyclone. So for the beach tomorrow, mid to upper 80s, highs, some scattered showers around the area, nothing widespread other than along and east of I-75. And again, for the boaters, west winds at 5 knots, a light chop on the bay. And there's a look at the 7-day. High temperatures in the low to mid 90s inland, lower 90s along the coast, morning lows in the low 80s. Rain chances about 20% along the coast, 40 to 50% inland. All right, so there you have it. We may have Arthur in the western Gulf. It will be a rainmaker, nothing more. Our rain chances remain higher inland through the weekend, but there will be a better chance of some coastal showers coming up. Coming up in 90 seconds, we will introduce you to Sandra, to Stormy, and to Bolt as DPL continues. Okay, we're in a break. I'm going to go to IFB now, guys. Okay, Derek, you want to give me a mic check? Yep, I got you. All right, we are going to start with me, and then I'm going to take the video or the pictures, and then Sandra's mic will be open. And it was Oliva, right? Oliva, yep, okay. And how you doing, Thomas? Good to see you. Okay, so here we got here. 40 seconds left. We're going to start with this. Going to take the graphics, and then I'm going to walk up. Oh, Stormy! Hello! Derek, go ahead and take you got to take the shot of Stormy. Look, there she is. Now, Bolt is the boy, and Stormy is the girl, right? Okay. And Bolt is over there, too. And look, see, look, oh, so cute. Okay. All right, so we're going to be talking, oh, Northern Alabama's here. How you doing, Barbara? Yeah, you got lots of rain coming your way, Barbara. All right, back in 10 seconds. Ooh, what am I looking at here? Oh, hold on, stand by. Okay, back in 3, 2. Welcome back to Dennis Phillips Live. Again, I kind of gave you the background story from Needy Kitty with Stormy with Bolt, and here are some pictures. So Sandra, tell us what we're looking at here. You can see that on the maybe up on the TV screen.
Yeah, so you are seeing just a few of the kittens that we have brought into the rescue. Most of all have been bottle fed, which means they've lost their mother, and for one reason or another.
That's Bolt right there, isn't it? Oh, yeah. There's a delay on there. Yeah.
So you're seeing a few little glow-ups there of what they looked like when they came in, what they looked when they left. For the most part, these are all tiny little babies that have come in and require every 2-hour care to bottle feed them and be in the incubator and
There's Stormy, right?
There's Stormy.
Yep. So my daughter Ryan frantically trying to get here even as we speak because she wants to see. But again, and first of all, you know, thank you for all the great work that you do. I will be honest, I was not part of this community per se in the sense that, you know, the cat rescue community. I'm just kind of like the messenger right now. I know that my neighborhood has quite a few of these. Now, what's the correct description of them? Is it? I mean, when you call them, I say feral, and it almost sounds like that's not the right word you should be using.
Well, I know many people do refer to them as feral, but I like to refer to them as unsocialized. They've never had the opportunity to have human contact.
All right, so I'm going to come over here. Hello, Stormy. I've never met you before. Hi, how you doing? So again, the background is Stormy was a kitten found from a stray, you know, in our backyard. And it's crazy because we have been trying to trap Mom for over a month, and she is smart.
She is very smart.
And she just does not want to get trapped. And the reason we want to do this is to try to nip this process in the bud.
Absolutely, yes. 100%. So one, you want to be able to trap the mama, trap the father, any other kitties that are not fixed, spay and neuter them. They can go back to their area where they came from. That's where they know how to survive. But we do not want more babies.
Right, right.
And you can see what can happen to little ones. You know, if Mom is not able to care for them, or she puts them somewhere she shouldn't put them,
yeah,
that kind of thing.
Can I hold Stormy?
Yeah, of course.
Hi. So, hello, cutie. Hello. So, how do people go about trapping a cat? It's not an easy thing. Is there help out there?
There is absolutely help. I will preference that with so many of the trappers have so many people they're trying to help that sometimes it takes a bit to get them, get you on the roster per se.
Sure.
But there are some awesome TNVR groups that come out and can help you. Also, you can rent a trap. I'm not sure how Hillsborough works. Pinellas County, Friends of Strays has traps that you can rent, and you can trap the kitty yourself, bring it to them, and get TNVR'd, and that's very helpful because sometimes we just need other people to help with the situation.
Hello. And by the way, I think I just heard the door slam, so I think that's my daughter Ryan running in. I pretty much hear her. Hello. Do you want to go see Ryan? I think pretty much hear her. So we have Bolt too, and Bolt's the brother, right?
Bolt is the brother, and Bolt has some neuro issues.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, there she is.
There she
Ryan,
is.
get a mic on first. Hold on. She's like.
He's so excited.
Okay. So now, the neurological issues, they're kind of wobbly, right? I mean, is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what we believe, we'll
So
call
cute.
it CH, and it's wobbly kitten syndrome. Some can be very moderate, some can be very severe, some can be very mild. With Bolt, he's kind of a moderate situation. He can get himself to the litter box. He can.
All right, so there you go.
Drink.
So this is my daughter Ryan. By the way, it's her birthday.
Hi, Pete.
Yeah, happy birthday.
He's a little nervous,
So
but happy birthday.
There's Stormy. She has been.
go.
She has been.
If you want to, you can.
Got her?
Yeah, I
hang
got
on
her.
a little
Yeah,
thing
okay.
right there, yeah.
She's been lobbying for this cat for
way she doesn't
months on end. Bolt, that's a good-looking cat. It's so cute, right? So for the folks who want to help out and want to kind of take part in this, how do they help out with y'all or with other rescues around the area?
So many things that you can do, and you don't have to even participate if you're not able to, but we really does help if you do. The biggest thing that you can do is reach out to trappers. You can always call us rescues, and we know trappers in your area that can come out and help if we cannot do it ourselves. You can, again, self-trap.
It's hard.
It's
Man,
hard.
That ain't easy.
It's not easy.
I don't know how many traps we had in our yard over the weekend, but numerous ones. And the kitty, she wasn't going to fall for it.
Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't.
Well, and the other obstacle is that when you have a neighborhood, there's multiple people feeding them. And if they're not hungry, they're not going to go in that trap.
Makes sense. I mean, why would I go on with this giant cage when I can just go next door and there's food sitting there? I mean, I get that.
Hungry.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing that I can say is when a trapper is trying to help you, Just try to let them do their thing. If they tell you to stop feeding in the neighborhood, just don't.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, trappers know what they're doing. They really do.
And how can folks find you on Facebook or on Instagram?
Needy Kitty Rescue. It's right there.
It's K-N-E-A-D-Y
yes, correct,
Kitty,
yes.
right? Not need that.
Yes.
And I've had a link on mine as well. Tell you what, we got to hit a break. We'll be back in 90 seconds. We'll talk a little bit more with Stormy and Bolt and Sandra with Needy Kitty back in 90 seconds.
I want her to jump off.
She's like not sure what's happening. she's like, what's going on here?
I love
Okay.
her.
Yeah, please, if you can remember to give me the cameras, because I have no clue what camera we're going on, and I just can't see which the close-up is on. Hey, what's up, buddy? We're still streaming. No, we're not on TV. We're on Facebook. All right. So this is Jake, and
I want the second one.
yeah.
Well, you can absolutely. Bolt is actually very sweet. He just has to have like a protective area. So he has a pen with like the foam padding on the bottom.
Right.
So, you know, he can come out and be on carpet, area rugs and that kind of thing.
Let's talk about adopting when we come back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do that, and fostering. Those are the that's a good idea.
Yes.
And we have to be kind of quick. That was only my second break. How much time we got, Derek?
Look at her eyes.
Okay, so we're gonna have to. This is gonna have to make this maybe about a 4-minute segment.
Oh, she's so sweet. Oh, she trusts you.
Out of their element.
So cute.
Yeah. Boy, it's so pretty.
His eyes
Yeah.
look like
He's precious.
Yeah.
He's
It reminds me of Figgy.
Yeah, except
like a
short
boy
hair.
kitty.
Yeah, because
A
we
boy.
have. Yeah, it looks like a mama cat.
yeah.
I love you.
Okay, which camera coming on one?
All right.
Okay,
Return.
you ready, Jake?
I don't want to do that.
Jake's like, I don't want to be on TV. Jake, you're on TV. You can go off right now. So Jake's like, I'm okay to be on streaming, but I don't want to be on broadcast. Well, too late. You just made your debut. But so quickly, let's talk about how folks can foster and how folks can adopt.
Absolutely. So obviously adopting is wonderful
best
because
case.
we need to move the kitties, but we absolutely need fosters. Not just myself. All the rescues need fosters. We cannot continue to do what we do without having those temporary fosters to help out, and especially if you want to learn how to bottle feed, that is a niche that you have a lot of passion behind it. It's a lot of hard work, but
Sleep.
Very rewarding in the end, right?
Yeah.
But so many of the rescues will tell you that is where we really need help. You can find adopters as you go, but the fosters, we can't save them. We can't bring in more responsibly if we don't have fosters to put them into.
And so would they go to your Facebook page, Instagram?
Yes, we have a website and the Facebook page. The website's got the application to foster and to adopt, and all the things Needy Kitty on it. But yeah, definitely just want people to know fostering saves lives. If we don't have fosters, we can't say yes. And there's so many little babies that come in that are just maybe a few days old. They don't stand a chance. They need people to be able to do it.
And my personal experience again with Stormy, when we called you, and I mean, we really thought when we're driving to the emergency vet, we thought she was dead.
Yeah.
And what I thought was what struck me was how open they were, how open-armed. You just show up there, and there were no questions. They just wanted to help. And I'm sure it's the same with a puppy or anything else. I mean, it was really a wonderful thing to see, and look at the end result is,
Absolutely.
So I just don't know if you're going to be able to take her with you. She's Ryan's like, it's my birthday.
I just want to take her.
So, but honestly, I mean, thank you so much. And I've been looking on, you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, and as you said, there are other adoption places and other foster places across the entire Bay Area that people can and should, if they have an opportunity to help out, because it sounds like y'all just really, really need it.
Absolutely. We just really need people, you know, if you're not close to myself and my rescue, reach out to one that is close, because everybody needs the help. And they are working really hard around the clock to save kittens, you know.
And in your opinion, and what is it's TN?
TNVR is absolutely necessary and works. It's trap, neuter, vaccinate, and return. So if you, I know there's a lot of people that feel like, I just want the cats gone. I don't want them in my neighborhood. But that doesn't work, because what it does, it creates a vacuum effect. And once those kitties are gone, a whole nother set comes in, and guess what? That set's not fixed. So you just have the same problem. These kitties, that's where they likely were born, that's where they know how to survive. The best thing you can do for them is be proactive, get them spayed and neutered, and if they're not social enough to be adopted, put them back where they know how to survive and let them live their life. And they'll have their vaccines and their rabies and all the stuff that they need.
As Bob Barker used to say,
Yes.
help control the pet population, have your pet spayed or neutered.
Yes.
That was a big Price is Right guy growing up. So, well, again, thank you so much for coming by.
absolutely.
Thank you for bringing a Stormy and Bolt, and just really chilling, just doing great. So
Bolt
we'll be
needs a
back-
home.
Yes, yeah, and again, contact the folks at Needy Kitty, and we'll post the link on my Facebook page
She's
as well.
mine, so
Yes.
you guys don't.
Okay.
Finally, everybody knows. This
We'll be
is
back.
Brian's.
This is my turn.
Okay. We'll be back in 90 seconds as DPL continues. Okay, awesome. I'm going to finish out over here.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome.
Hold her.
Yes, please.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Derek. Lisa said George and Gracie Cat Rescue is also a great one.
But should be able to fit.
So yeah, guys, if you're watching, I mean, reach out. How many kittens would you say that you have right now that are able to be adopted?
Right now we have about 25.
And what about fostering?
Fostering, we'll take fosters anytime.
Anytime,
And
yeah.
we
Okay.
have a lot in foster care.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, back in 30 seconds. I'm going to do one more quick update on everything on the tropics. Jake's like, I don't want to be on TV. Well, too late, Jake. You're already on TV. What?
Come over here.
Yeah, you can come over. We're back in 15.
Can I come over?
All right. Yeah. Okay.
My
All right.
child.
We're back. We're back in 8 seconds. There we are, right there. Okay. Back in 3, 2. Welcome back to Dennis Phillips Live. My daughter Ryan, it's her 12th birthday, and look at Stormy. She does love that kitten. I mean, she's been lobbying for Stormy for, well, ever since the day that we found her. You know, our neighbors had her on the roof. So she is a cute little thing, isn't she? And Bolt is over there. Now, Sandra said about 25 kittens are available for adoption. They're always looking for fosters, and it's just, you know, I mean. She is so small, but she's so cute. All right, one more quick look at the tropics. We're going to continue on Facebook for a few minutes thereafter, but I do want to give a quick little update for folks watching on TV. PTC One could become Arthur tomorrow. It is not a threat whatsoever in terms of wind. It is a rain issue, and it's going to be a big one. There's going to be some pretty significant flooding along the Texas Gulf Coast. There's where we think the track is going to be. Potentially, if that's the case, 1 o'clock on Wednesday, it would be a tropical storm. For our area, we are looking at a few showers rolling in from Pasco County north. That onshore flow brings the heaviest rain inland and east, but at least there's something, and I do think we're going to see that coverage kind of right on through the weekend. Better rain chances, again, will be east of I-75, but with a little more moisture to work with. Starting on Thursday morning, I do think there will be a little bit better coverage earlier on in the day, as you can kind of see right there. And I also think it's a pretty good chance we're going to see some water spouts move into the area as well the early part of Thursday and again on Friday. So thank you very much to Sandra from Needy Kitty and also her assistant for stopping by. Thank you, as always, for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow night on our next edition of Dennis Phillips Live. Okay, we are out on TV. We're still here on streaming. Vicky L says, lots of happy birthdays to you as well, Ryan. So here's a question. Kelly, I'm going to ask our Sandra, I'll ask you this. So Kelly said when she called, they said there was a charge to use the traps. Is that a common thing?
So I think she must be thinking about the strays, and so they do take a charge, and once the trap comes back, you give the money back.
Okay, all right. So her mic's not on. She doesn't wear her mic anymore. But a lot of times you're saying it's more of a deposit, or you put it down, and as long as you get, it's cool, Derek, it's fine. As long as you get the trap back in working order, then you get the money back. So that makes sense. You can also get traps from Meow Now, a program on Friends of Strays. That's another one.
Yeah, that's a program, kind of the same program.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so tell you what, I'll be posting the links on the page, on my page as well. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to Sandra and all the folks. So thanks for stopping by, guys. Have a great night, and we will see you on tomorrow night's edition of Dennis Phillips Live. See ya.